Okay, record. Hold on. And I'm going to push, I'll push Facebook in just a second. Let me go to our page. Come on. What is taking so long? Come on. Are you kidding me? Okay.
Well, I'm live. What do we...
You're live on the air?
No. I mean, I'm...
Your Facebook live? What?
I mean, mine is up. Do you need me to...
What is up?
The Facebook page.
Oh, the Facebook page is up. I haven't gone live yet, so we're about to go live.
No, I didn't know if you... It looked like you were having...
I'm just... Well, my computer was not going to it, so I'm just trying to get there to our page. Now I'm there. Okay.
I think there's 2 messages.
You tell me when we can go live on Facebook.
We're ready.
Ready? Okay. Go live. Okay.
Because we usually do that first.
Yeah. All right. So we are live on Facebook, Angie.
Hey, everybody in Facebook land. I'm so excited. See if I can see it.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Right.
Welcome back from the family wedding.
Oh, yeah. That was fabulous. We'll talk about that in just a second.
I know.
Get on the air. So we, technically we have 2 minutes, but I don't want to wait that long. So.
Yeah, no. We, welcome.
You know, talk to everybody on Facebook. Hey, guys, we love when you're out there and you talk to us, engage with us, write messages, and we can, or post whatever, like our page, like the KHEA radio page. We want to engage with you and know what's going on with y'all, what you'd like to hear on the radio, what's going on out there that might be hot topics for us. So join us.
Yeah, join us on Facebook. Share this page and go like Writing the Wave with Kelly and Angie, with Angie and Kelly.
It works both
Kelly
ways.
and Angie. It does work. But go like our page. You'll stay up to date with kind of fun things that are happening not only on our show but at KHEA Radio, right. And remind people that they can listen live on KHEA Radio 99.5 FM.
Right.
Every day in Galveston County and on the app. And on the app, Angie, it's awesome because there's all these coupons and all kind of things from our partner sponsors.
Right.
That is amazing if you just download the app. I mean, you get these free. So that is very cool.
KHEA Radio, it's a blue KHEA and a little antenna. So that is the right one if you have it. So
that's right.
I'm going to turn us on to, in just a second.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is
Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly.
Right here on 99.5 FM. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you're having a fabulous day. It started out a little bit stormy, didn't it?
Yes. Oh my goodness. It was crazy. And it was kind of flooding out in KHEA a little bit.
I was driving back from my daughter's wedding in
this
Rockport.
Morning?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Gardy called me and he's like, so are you going to be here? And I was like, yeah, I'm just on the other side of downtown. I'll make it, But yeah, it was storming. We got in the car and we're loaded up with wedding decorations. And there's this gold candlestick that is hitting the window. And I thought, okay, that might just break it, or it's super annoying. And it was storming so bad that I got out and, readjusted it and then was soaking wet. And then I got to the end of the street and it stopped raining. And I was like,
of course you did.
Now I'm soaking wet. If it was 1 minute later, it would have been totally fine.
Exactly. That's how it always is. But it's free water. That's how I look at it. It's free water for plants.
They did. And they watered my yard before I got back. It was great.
It was really wonderful. So, okay, well, what was the weather like in Rockport? I was dying to know how wonderful it was.
So we left on Wednesday, and it was storming for 2 days. And we were thinking, I never believe what the weather says. Because it said it was going to storm all the way through Sunday about a week ago. And so, of course, the bride's panicking. And I was like, I never believe any of that. It's going to be beautiful. And about Wednesday, it said it was going to be 87 and sunny. And we were like, yay. But it rained until Friday. And then it was so beautiful. So the 2 days, rehearsal and dinner and all that, and the wedding day were really beautiful. It was like God just smiled down on them.
Yeah, so. That's one of it. Well, I can't wait to see all the photos. But Candace's dress was phenomenal.
Yes.
She looked gorgeous. She looked like a 20s movie star.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, 30s.
Yeah.
I go,
30s.
She looked like a 30s movie star. And
it was.
She had that just a little veil that went just from like a comb.
Those are my favorite.
Her little,
oh, yeah.
When she put that on, they have pictures of me like adjusting her veil, and I'm crying. But of course, I haven't had time to get ready. She's had a makeup artist for 3 hours and a hairstylist. And so she looks like a goddess. And I was like, can we fake this picture later when I'm dressed?
Exactly.
And I can readjust her veil again. Yeah. But for the real thing, it's like I was curling my hair to clip up in my hair. And,
oh, yeah.
I was like, great, now they want a picture. But but it was beautiful. And she had this beautiful Moroccan theme. So it was all these lanterns.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I love that. It was
so pretty. And so it was on the water.
Yeah.
I think there was about 90 people there. And it was a home of my niece in-law, I guess. My niece-in-law. I just call her my niece. She's married to my nephew. So Kelly offered the house, and it's like their family vacation home. And it was
nice,
beautiful. I mean, they're $1 million homes over there. And Candace is like, I can't believe all these big, beautiful $1 million homes that people don't live in.
Yeah,
I know. Vacation homes, right? You're like, what?
Exactly.
I think I'm going to squat there and just live there all the time.
And then they have to give it to you at some point.
Yeah, they won't even notice I'm there. They only come there for you. I just visit.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it really was beautiful. The weather was beautiful. Everything handed out. And you know what? I really have to say, my family was phenomenal. They just came over and helped set up. They came back to take down. It was an army that we had to have to put out all of these decorations. Plus, we had these surprise tables that were built for Candace, and he was so sweet. He gave them to her as a gift.
Oh,
she
very
thought
sweet.
She was going to pay for them, and then he gave them to her as a gift. But they weren't stained. Oh. So she gets to the wedding, and they're just like raw tables.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
She goes, oh, they have to be stained. And we're thinking, it took like 6 hours to stain the tables and the legs. And, we did it till late at night. We did it early in the morning. At 9 o'clock, my mom was out there staining legs. And But
love that.
They were gorgeous.
Yeah.
They really were gorgeous. And so everything turned out nice. But I have to thank my family.
Yeah.
I love when you don't have to ask people to do stuff.
No. That's what families are for.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, when you're blessed with a wonderful family, it's, I don't know what I'd do without mine either.
I know you know that. And if you needed something, your sisters would be there.
Absolutely.
Your family would be there, your brother. I just was like, they said, okay, what can we do? And I'm like, hey, from 9 to 11 in the morning, we're going to be setting up. And they all showed up, all the way down to great nieces and nephews from 3 to 7, I think.
Yeah.
And they were carrying pillows off a couch. We were moving. I mean, the kids even were doing stuff,
I love that.
So it really beautiful. And my 3 nieces, Tiffany, Cassie, and Christina, they just kind of took it upon themselves to say, all those lanterns are going to have to be lit, and before dinner there's candles, and everything has to be lit. And so they said, we'll come an hour early, you just relax, we'll take care of that.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you.
Exactly.
I thought I'd be running around doing stuff, and they really were fabulous.
Yeah.
And all of them right down, even my son-in-laws and the groomsmen, everybody, but one of my son-in-law's best friends, even he was there taking down lights and stuff yesterday.
So sweet.
It really was beautiful.
So sweet.
And her father did remember to say, when they say, who gives this bride to the groom? Yeah. He said, your mother, her mother, and I do.
Wonderful.
Because I was like, don't you say, I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he did remember. So that
very
was beautiful.
Nice. Very
that was
nice.
my one part in the wedding, right?
Yeah.
So moms do all this work. I was a single mom. I raised these children from 8, with a father that lived in California. Yeah. And you think, wait, this is my baby.
Yeah.
And your dad gets all the first dance, and they walk together. And I was like, wait.
I know it.
You get the one thing you get is if they say her mother and I do.
I know it. That's crazy.
I was very proud of that one moment that got to say that, because it was so funny. It is a funny tradition. I have seen mothers walk the children down the aisle.
Absolutely.
I think my stepdaughter was one of the bridesmaids, and I think when she got married, they both walked her down the aisle.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've seen both. walk down, which I think is very precious.
Yeah.
It
was beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There was some really touching moments, like I said, family getting together, that's all great. And it's neat to see everybody's personalities and kind of how, like, my family doesn't fight. So, there was no bickering or, it was just like, thank you so much. And they're like, we love it. And we love it. It was just this whole
wonderful.
Love fest. It was so great. But so my mother gave Candace her wedding band. And Matt literally took it off of Mom's finger and put it on Candace's finger. Oh. And I lost my father 5 years ago, and they were very close. And so she feels like she had a part. But it was really beautiful because he was like, who has the rings? And Matt went over and took the ring off my mom's finger. And that was really touching.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
My ex-mother-in-law, her other grandmother, wanted to give her a piece of her other grandfather, and she gave her this beautiful emerald and diamond ring and this vintage robe. It's like 40 years old, and it's I can't think of some designer. I can't think of right now. Dior.
Beautiful.
It was a Dior gown, and it looks like she bought it yesterday.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
It's 40 years old, and you can tell that it's vintage because it's long.
Yeah,
it's rare that you find long gowns anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
I love that. I love it.
But so they had a lot of history. So it was beautiful. Everything went off without a hitch. And now I have to change her name to Candace Cabello on my phone because I keep saying, call Candace Sheffield.
Yeah, I love that.
Call Candace Cabello.
I love it.
We just kind of call her Cece now.
Yeah, Cece. I love that. Well, if you are just tuning in, you are listening to Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly right here on KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. And we've been talking about the big wedding event that happened at Angie's this weekend with her daughter. And what was wonderful that I got to be a part of Friday night was I got to MC Be the Light fashion show, which benefits Elijah Rising, helping bring awareness and support people of human trafficking. So it was just very emotional.
Isn't Houston one of the largest cities that are affected by human trafficking?
If it's not the largest, it is right up there.
Right.
And this group has only been around for 8 years, and what they are doing for these young women, men, children, whoever it is amazing. It was really touching and emotional to hear the speaker, the lady that's the director of it, talk about people she has helped and what they've done and how they've changed their lives. And it can happen to anybody. It's not just people that are runaways or on the street. It was, people who were cheerleaders, straight A students, and dated the wrong person, literally. So
they just kind of kidnapped them.
Well, they just kind of lured them with, I'm going to get you into modeling, I'm going to get you all this, and then this is what happens. And they can't, they struggle to get out of it. It's really heartbreaking. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. But it was wonderful, great event. This was only the second year. And
was it a fundraiser or
it was a fundraiser?
Okay.
It's a fundraiser held at Water's Edge, and they did an amazing job. They had about 15, 20 models there from 3 different boutiques. It was beautiful, amazing, and honestly, I just was, I'm really proud of what they're doing. And so if you know anybody, if you're out there listening and you know anybody that is involved with human trafficking, they're trying to get out, you have a family member or somebody who knows anybody, you can call directly or email them at Elijah Rising, and they are amazing and they can help in these situations, and even if you just need somebody to talk to. But absolutely incredible event, and thank y'all so much for having me. And so I just wanted to kind of give a shout out to them. I'm really, really proud of what they're doing.
It is.
So,
we have recurrent training every year as flight attendants to, hone your skills. We do a little emergency evacuations. We, learn new things and new techniques for different things. We have medical training, and sometimes they change CPR like every year. Cracks me up.
I know.
Yeah. But one of the things that we always get an update is human trafficking and how to look for them. And I cannot believe that I cannot think of the signal, but it's something like if they put an X on their hand and they show you.
Wow.
It's a signal. And I was like, this would be a really great time to remember that. But they also say that the signs of looking for somebody is they might be malnourished. The other person will speak for them. they're not allowed to get up and go to the bathroom, or, you know, you may see them try to get up, and if they stop them, all kinds of signs that. And I think the worst part that I think is the malnourished part. It's like they're doing all this stuff and they're treating them like animals.
It's terrible.
Oh no, people probably treat their animals way better.
Oh, absolutely. You know? Yeah.
But,
it's heart wrenching. It really is, and it is it can happen anywhere. It is happening anywhere. You know, you used to just think it happened in foreign countries when you traveled and people got kidnapped. No, it's happening right around us, especially being this close to Houston, but in the Clear Lake area, there's all kind of things.
Well,
so
they also said that, like for us, when they travel, that they lack the documents. So a lot of times they're like, "Oh, we forgot and we left it at home."
Oh, wow.
Can we do, you know? So they lack the documents, so they try and find some other way to get there. That if you notice somebody that's living at their place of employment or small children,
You okay?
Sorry.
Yeah, Angie's got the little crud this morning because she's a little sick.
Sorry, excuse my coughing on air. But yeah, like, you know, sometimes you see little children working in restaurants or whatever. If they live there.
Yeah. Yeah, that may not be. I'm going to talk to y'all while Angie's coughing. But yeah, I mean, you know, there are different signs, and you can look up signs of human trafficking to see if you may be suspecting somebody of being involved with this, or a young lady that you've been concerned about, or she doesn't act normal, anything like this. There are signs that people can look for, and you can find these things online. And if you have questions about things like this, you can actually call Elijah Rising, and they have counselors. They have people there to actually help guide you and answer questions for you if you have questions or concerns about something you're seeing.
Well, and be proactive.
Yes.
You know, it seems like we're sometimes such a nosy world that they turn in everything. But the opposite is that they would let people be. Oh, well, that's their thing. You know, be proactive. If you think that someone is in trouble, one of the other things I remember them saying that stuck with me is that they use like scripted answers, you know. If it looks like they're looking at the person.
Oh, yeah.
Sound, you know, and we're talking about adults here.
Absolutely.
That are, you know, like how children are like, oh, am I supposed to say, oh, yeah, we're going to, you know, a wedding with my sister or whatever. Oh, yeah, this is my dad. You know, if they sound like they're trying to say a scripted answer, and a child, that'd be kind of normal, but an adult that doesn't really know what they're supposed to say is more rare. Of course, there are reasons why they wouldn't, but anyway, just be proactive. And so it's Elijah, ELIJAH.
Yes, rising.com or .org, and you can find them online. You can find them on Facebook. And Sam Hernandez is actually the director that spoke the other night, and they actually have a shop, an online shop, or that may be a storefront. I need to remember that, but of when they bring these young women in and help them, they have them making candles, woodworking, all kind of things to get skills, and they actually sell them at the store to help raise money, and that's how they make money. These people get paid. It's just really wonderful, and it's just. But it was heartbreaking. It's just forget.
It's always so weird when you're having a fun event for such a serious cause, you know. But it was fun. You looked absolutely gorgeous.
Well, of course I did, because I borrowed your red jumper. I told you when I saw it.
You looked gorgeous in my red jumper.
Thank you. But I did. I remember I told you I saw it at the Dogs and Diva fashion show, that you had it on. I said, okay, I need to borrow that outfit. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yeah, you've called me other time.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you borrow that outfit?
And it was, but the weather ended up being great. And so I was comfortable, you know, because it's a little thicker material.
Well, what's
we
so
were
great
outside.
about, that's why I wear that when I produce a fashion show.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're running around, but then you're supposed to look good.
Yes,
and
it's comfortable.
Usually kind of get introduced, or people see you. And so you don't want to look, you know, in your sweats. Yeah. But it really feels like sweats, but it's this beautiful vintage.
It was fabulous.
I always call it my I Love Lucy outfit.
It is totally I Love Lucy.
You know how it's like pencil pants.
Yeah.
And like the little skirt that goes around it. I always wanted one, so I ordered it from China. Yeah. And then I saw on your Facebook, everybody's like, I want that. You look so great.
Everybody.
Order it from China.
At the fashion show, people were going, okay, I need that. I go, well, it's my friend's. I borrowed it. Okay, my gosh, I go, I don't know where she got it. I just had to borrow it for tonight. But I'm telling you, it was like hilarious.
But, you made the dress,
Well,
now, you also said to me, I don't really like red on me.
I don't. And do you know
you
I had
looked so good.
Yeah, but it's really funny. I don't pick red for myself. And it's funny, people going, red is your color. And I thought, yeah, no, I like the outfit, but red is not my color. It depends on what it is. And we talked about that when I went to your house to borrow this outfit, and which I forgot all of them in my closet today to bring back.
Do you know how?
Sorry.
I had to go to some event and I needed a particular dress, and I'm like I'm going to start a rental thing because people borrow my formals and stuff, and so I put a thing on Facebook. If you have one of my dresses and you haven't brought it back for a year or two, today is the armistice day.
Yeah.
Could you just bring it by my house because I need one dress and I don't remember who has it.
Yeah.
I got 14 dresses.
You're kidding me.
14 dresses that people had for more than a year.
That's not
and
good.
I was like, so forgetting them is a normal thing.
No. But see, I'm pretty good about remembering that. I just I got in my car and I was halfway here and I went, okay, but I'm going to clean. I'm having the jumper cleaned for you. So the other three they already had ready in their bag to bring to you. And I went, I literally love this stuff.
What's really cool is that Riding the Wave is on every Monday from 3 to 4.
Yeah.
And right here on KHEA Radio 99.5. And you can bring them back to me next time you see me.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, that sounds really good.
I was saying, you looked really fabulous at the fashion show.
Thank you.
We were talking about makeup and how, you don't want to make people think they have to wear makeup. There's such natural beauty out there. And some people look so much better. So we were talking about
with no makeup.
With no makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just look natural beauty.
Yeah.
And so all of these, my daughter's 26, so most of her bridesmaids were around her age, and her sisters range up to 39, I guess, my stepdaughter. But they're such natural beauties. But when they got dressed for this wedding, they walked out, and not only was the bride a 30s movie star.
Yeah, incredible.
All of the bridesmaids were. And you were like, I mean, y'all were pretty before, but, and it's not, like, sometimes I just throw my makeup on. I'm not good. I can't transform my lip.
Yeah, no.
My daughter makes me wear this lipstick, I won't wear lipstick. Maybe chapstick. I mean, maybe lip gloss or whatever. And they're like, Mom, you have those big lips. Put that lipstick on. Here's the color.
Yeah.
And it's just not natural. It's not something I don't like wearing lipstick. Yeah. But I only maybe once have ever felt transformed by a makeup artist.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they. I think they, a lot of them did themselves. But at the fashion show, you get these young girls and they come up, and they're all beautiful and they're sweats and they're getting ready, and then makeup artist comes and
it's fabulous and it's amazing. And don't you think though that remember in the 60s, not 60s, 70s was more natural, less makeup. You really people didn't wear a lot. Then 80s it was kind of crazy. Yeah, line makeup, all kind of
lots of
blue,
eyeliner,
sparkly, whatever it was.
Definitely blue.
Then 90s kind of went back to the natural thing again. 2000. I mean, again, it's been kind of these phases, but I think that it seems like being and you're familiar with this in the pageant world, a lot of the photos and headshots that people are turning in, especially like Miss Universe, Miss USA, the local pageant. It's not all these overly glammed out photos anymore.
Right.
It's more of a natural look, which I love. I have never liked so much makeup and airbrushing and all this stuff that it just doesn't even look like you. I mean, I had somebody, and I'm not going to say the name, but it was a photographer years ago when I was doing a Mrs. Texas pageant, and he did some headshots, and he's literally one of the top in Houston, and he just is. He's been at one of the top for years and years and years, and so my pictures came out great. I liked the ones that weren't airbrushed.
Right.
I mean, I thought they were great. My makeup looked natural and good, and I loved everything. And then when I got the photo back, it was so retouched that I said, "You took all my wrinkles out. I can't do that to my face. It doesn't look normal." I couldn't stand it. I was so not happy that I thought, I don't even look, this doesn't look like me anymore. And I thought, if you think this is looking good, that you're supposed to have no wrinkles or nothing, I'm thinking, that's not what I'm doing here. and I go back to the proofs of the ones where it's not touched up, and they just looked so good, and it made me sad. And since then,
let me go back. You have wrinkles?
Yeah, funny.
I don't see those. Yeah. I see this big smile. When I look at you, that's what I see.
Well, good, because I'm really trusting on really big, then you won't see any wrinkles.
I don't see any wrinkles. I just see that smile. It's fabulous. But
it's true, though.
It's great that for an occasion you can have that moment and be beautiful. And
absolutely.
Whatever. I have in fact, I think it's my Facebook profile picture. That it was a photo shoot, and it's supposed to be very glamorous. It's a very airbrushed.
Yeah.
It's obvious that it's airbrushed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not supposed to look natural.
No, exactly.
And somebody one time said something about, well, that picture has, it doesn't look natural. And I was like, it's not supposed to look natural.
It's supposed to be glamorous.
Do you think I actually look like that? Yeah. Got the jawline and the eyes are like so blue. But hey, it's pretty. I like it. It's, but I don't want girls to feel like they have to do that. And that's airbrushing. Yeah. So that's a great subject there, is that, such a body shaming kind of society, or that, girls worry about their weight and their,
It's so true.
Because those women that are in those magazines, they don't look like that either.
No, they don't. And you meet them in person, you'd have no clue they were some international model.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just the truth. I mean, I will never forget my husband meeting two beauty queens, girlfriends of mine years ago, and they were kind of high up there. And he goes, I'm sorry, what are they? And I said, they're Miss So-and-so, Miss So-and-so. He goes, I would have never known that.
Right.
They just look like nice young ladies. He said, but they don't look like they're big model beauty queen people. I go, because nobody looks like that every day. I mean, they're gorgeous. I don't mean they're not beautiful, but you don't look glamorous every day. Right. I mean, they're not, it's not,
and
and a lot of these young
Photoshop
things. Oh my gosh.
And their weight, they Photoshop,
Yeah, they're everything. They literally Photoshop
Now, I do
everything.
have one friend, and she's actually an international model.
Yeah.
She looks just as gorgeous in person as
there are people that do look like that.
Freckles and,
I love that.
She is so pretty.
I love that.
Like 6 feet tall.
No, exactly.
We take pictures everywhere we go, and I'm like,
yeah. No, but it's true, and there are girls that are gorgeous just like that, and they're not airbrushed as much,
right,
because they don't have to be. The airbrushing gives a smooth finish.
Right.
It's not, a lot of times it's meant to change.
I like to get rid of my wrinkles, unlike you.
Yeah, me too. No. I do like to get rid of them, but I do like them more now. I'm okay that I have some wrinkles.
Right.
I like that. I actually like that, and so, but these young girls have to understand that this is not. People don't look overly perfect all the time. This is not, you don't compare yourself to other people.
Like, that's a special occasion.
Yeah.
For a special occasion, yes, people can get this glam look and they look fabulous, and but every day that those girls have such natural beauty. But we work with fashion and in the industry, and there's times for it.
Exactly.
There's times for it, and I love
fun.
doing, because most of our fashion shows here are fundraisers for some event, and we use local, celebrity-ish
talent.
Yeah. So maybe they're like the president of an organization, or they work for the school board, or somebody that's high up in their thing. Somebody. They're all special.
They're involved in the community somehow, and it's wonderful, isn't it?
And so they're obviously not all beauty queens.
Yeah, no.
So I love giving them a Cinderella day.
It's it's such a fun time to always have a photo shoot or do your makeup and be in a photo. It's one of those things you wish everybody could experience, because it is pretty awesome. Okay, so Angie, I'm about to go get our guest because you are listening to Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly right here on KHEA Radio, and it is 3:32 p.m. in the afternoon, and I'm going to go get Todd McIntosh because he's here.
He's here.
He's here.
Todd McIntosh is here. He's not paying any attention out the radio window over there. But so we're going to have Todd McIntosh on in just a second. He is the owner of Space City Automotive. and they've been in business for 25 years over in Clear Lake behind the Sonic. It's right across from Clear Lake High School, and we're so excited. We're going to have some interesting topics to talk to them about, and if you give us just a second, I know we'll be kind of a mesh when we're doing stuff, but I appreciate y'all listening to my excitement about my daughter's wedding this weekend, the beauty of Rockport. If you haven't been down there, you really should check out Rockport. It's a beautiful little city on the water, and they have cute little shops and lots of stuff. So it was a beautiful, beautiful place to have a wedding. So that was all exciting. So we appreciate you sharing with us. We want to be family to you. We want you to share with us what's going on in your life and situation. So get on our Facebook page for Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly and talk to us. Tell us what's going on in your life and things you'd like to hear about. So good morning.
Yay.
Afternoon, Todd.
Todd. It's Todd.
Good afternoon.
It's Todd.
Does it make sure? Can everybody hear Todd?
No, I haven't.
I can hear him, but he
good.
can't. Can you hear yet?
Yeah, that's a weird. You know what? I think our earphones over there. You can take them off because you can hear us talk.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, just take them off.
Yeah, because we're not
Okay,
going
there
to.
you
This is a fancy radio station, and our producer does not talk to you through the headphones like most people. We'll just give you cues. So.
Fix his mic.
So anyway, so Todd McIntosh, are you the owner? What is your actual position?
Yes, I'm the owner and the manager.
Okay. Of Space City Automotive, and I can't talk, so I apologize. But so we wanted to talk to Todd today about some nice stuff. So I just had the family wedding. Candace got married this weekend.
I saw that.
And so we're so excited. But we had the whole big old mesh of family together. So, when people are traveling, we had it in Rockport. So we had people driving from all over, flying from all over. And while they're traveling, there's some things that maybe people should check on their cars and they should know about. We have the holidays coming up, and we really kind of want to talk about what kids need to know first. Like, say your kid's coming home from college. What should they check on their car before they leave college to come home?
Well, during the holidays, it's a good time for who's going to be traveling, and also at the time that their kids are going to be in from college, because you may not see them till the end of college. So some good things are to look at the tires, especially tire pressure, tread depth of the tires. Also to see how they're wearing, make sure they're wearing evenly, as well as all your fluid levels on the vehicle, which you have transmission, motor oil, engine coolant, brake fluid, and windshield washer fluid, differentials fluid. Make sure those all are in good shape.
Yeah.
So Kelly, did you get what he said? Do you know how to change all that?
No, I don't, because I do know how to check the oil though and stuff. But Todd, you're how long have you had Space Center Automotive?
Back June 21st, we just celebrated our 20 years of being in business. So we opened June of '99.
Yeah, and Angie, what we talked about when we did a show with Todd to celebrate his 20th anniversary, we talked about there's not many automotive places that are in business that long, that have that reputation of trustworthiness and fair prices and nice people. Well, it's just not an overly common thing, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I'm being serious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be around for 20 years, you have to have a great reputation, or people would just knock you out, especially in this world. Well, they can run to Google and Yelp or whatever and make a bad review, and it changes all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Our slogan is giving auto service a good name, and you're right. People that come into an automotive center is like going to the dentist. Their guns are already up.
That's so true.
They just expect you to cheat them.
Yeah.
They've had bad experiences in the past. So, when you come in with us, it's all about giving you the honesty and, assurance that you're not being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Well, and you explain things. Like, that's what I was going to say. So, like, Kelly, I'm sure you don't know how to check your differential fluid.
Oh, no, I do.
Right?
No. What is that?
So, when you go into Space Center Automotive, they look at your car and they figure out, everything that's wrong with it. Even if you just say, oh, my tire's shaking, well, then they'll go, hey, we checked your oil, you're a little low, or, everything looks great, or, whatever. Y'all are kind of a one-stop party shop there for your car. But but you explain everything. You come out and say, hey, this is what needs to be done before you do it, make people feel comfortable. So do you wash, if I were going on a trip, I'm a kid going home for college and I come over.
Yes.
Will you check all that stuff for them?
Yes, that's no charge. We also have what we call a complimentary 27-point vehicle evaluation, and we rate those 1 through 5 on there, which 1's an unsafe, 2, that it's a maintenance item that's needed, or 3, it's a service that needs to be done, or maybe your car don't even have that. But we do let you know if it's something that needs to. If it don't need anything, we're going to let you know right up front on there. If it's something that we see that can wait, we're going to also let you know that as well. You don't have to do it right now.
Okay, I have to raise my hand on this because he is telling the total truth. My husband actually thought he needed his back brakes done, and he took his car into Todd and his amazing staff. They called us that afternoon and said, we checked everything. You don't need back brakes. Now, and I'm going to tell you something. There was no way for us to have known that he did not need back brakes. My husband literally is going, okay, so we need to budget. I think I need back brakes. We're going to take it to Todd. And so literally, and Todd goes, I want to tell you, you don't need them right now. You've still got half of your brakes left. So we've taken everything out. We've checked everything. You're good. There was a problem on the front brakes. We're going to redo the front brakes under warranty for you, and you'll be set. I'm telling you, if you have not gone to Space Center Automotive and dealt with Todd and his incredible staff, you need to change where you're taking your car and head straight to them. I'm telling you, the honesty and the hard work and the kindness of what they do.
Are you trying to say Todd's kind?
Yeah, Todd. And so, but it is. It's not common. It's not common. And I want to let people know that, because they could have easily said, you do need back brakes.
Right.
And look, and this is how much. Absolutely. We would have done it because he thought he needed them. So, I mean, really, seriously, y'all, it's amazing but this is how they do business every day.
Well, can't be here for 2 years.
I would like to say on there, one thing with us and good, honest shops on there are going to look at you as a lifetime customer, and then their kids, and then their kids are going to come to you. We don't want to see you one time and never see you again. The whole idea is to keep you coming back and just being honest and telling you what's needed now, if anything, and what needs to be done in the future. And that's good business.
I love to hear when people say, oh, yeah, that's my shop. But, I'm going to go to my mechanic. Then when they feel ownership, my mom used to have a mechanic in Galveston, and he was honest and helped her with things. And sometimes there was nothing wrong, like, you were saying. And he would, my mom would just go, oh, we'll just take it over to the shop. They'll fix it. Because it's her shop. And I think that I hear that a lot about you. So that's really great.
Yeah.
What we create is a mom and pop type filling shop.
It is.
So when you come in the door, we know you by name. We have it's 4 service writers there, and that you have when you come in that you know us by name as well, and you get comfortable dealing with one of us 4, that we'll always be there to help you.
Yeah, so that's great. Okay, so we were talking about traveling and the things that kids should do, or anybody, obviously anybody that's traveling. So they need to check all the fluids and the tires and that kind of stuff. So they can, maybe in a different city, be able to go to just a mechanic and they can get that done so that they're safe on the road.
Yeah, if you're at home or near where you live, usually you'll have what you call your favorite shop or somebody that you trust that you'll stay with. But let's say that your kid's in college in another town, another state maybe. And, there's ways of doing that you can find other shops that are also great shops to go to.
Yeah.
But, calling AAA and, word of mouth from somebody else like that's a great way as also.
Yeah. Well, and that I looked up like how many people travel in a car during the holidays, and AAA estimates that nearly 44,000 people travel during the long holiday weekend. 90% travel by car. That is crazy. I actually thought that I was going to find out that more traveled by plane, and it's not. It's like, not more than 10% or 4%, whatever, by plane and train. But it's 90% by car, which was way more than I thought.
How do I have a job if nobody's flying? Because my planes are always full. Because, I'd like to relax and not have to serve so many people. But there's always so many people on a plane. That's weird that's such a high percentage.
Yeah, it is.
So Amber says, is it bad if flames are coming out of my engine?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Amber, get out of the car immediately.
Sorry that it took so long to answer that.
Yeah.
There's what they call preventive maintenance, and I just wrote an article on that we'll be releasing. The preventive maintenance is taking care of it before it happens. And I have to say, about 6 years ago, if you asked me what car would you not buy, I could probably on almost both hands, tell you the ones not to buy. But today, I think the manufacturers have outdone themselves, that every car that is made now is a great car. And the main key to making them last is preventive maintenance. We don't see the hard repairs like we used to. Fluids is everything on the vehicle. And a good rule of thumb is every 30, 60, 90, every 30,000 miles, there should be some type of maintenance due other than an oil change. In between those 30,000 intervals, it's going to be basically oil changes. And each time it goes in, you're going to have checks done just to make sure that everything is going okay.
Yeah. And what's interesting is that so many people get used to not checking a lot of things before they travel. They just assume that last month or 2 months ago they checked everything and everything's great to travel 3,000 miles. And they forget.
And our cars are such a computer that you think, if it was wrong, it would tell me. I've got an oil light. I've got a brake light fluid. I mean, there's all kinds of indicators that are those trustworthy.
Right now, one of the biggest items you'll start seeing now that our cooler weather's coming in is the tire pressure light coming on. You'll see like a little horseshoe of an orange light indicating that the tire pressure's low. And just how that works on there, 3 pounds of air pressure difference of being low will trigger that light to come on.
Wow.
So when we get cool weather, cool weather, that's going to make the tire pressure change and lose air pressure. So really stay on top of that.
Yeah.
As well as your battery. This is the time when we start getting these cool spells on that you really want to have your battery checked and tested to make sure it's ready.
Why do your tires change so much in the winter?
With the
cold?
The air pressure and stuff?
The air pressure. Air, by heat and coolness, it changes pressure. And so it reflects with the weather on there. So even when you want to check your tire pressure correctly, you want to check your tire pressure typically when the tires are cold and they haven't been driven for a long period of time.
Oh, okay.
So that's the coolness and the heat does change the PSI in the tires.
Yeah, that is interesting. Well, while we're talking about all this, if you're just tuning in to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM, you're listening to Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly. And we've been talking to Todd McIntosh, the owner of Space Center Automotive. And we've been talking about travel tips, what you really need to do before your college student gets on the road, before you get on the road for the long holidays. It's really, really important to kind of stay up with these things. Check your tire pressure, your oil change. Make sure everything is all your fluids in your car. Make sure you can, and they can go do this all at Space Center Automotive, right?
That is correct. That is correct.
Well, Todd, when I saw you the other day, we were talking about how there was a customer in your shop that he was about 24, 25, and he still did not have his driver's license because he Ubers everywhere.
Why was he at your shop? No,
exactly.
I'm just confused why he was at them.
He felt bad for his Uber driver.
Were you checking out his Uber driver's tires? I'm just curious.
He goes everywhere with the Uber driver. Yeah, but that's interesting because it made me realize that, because I don't Uber that much, but it is where everything is kind of going and how our children, Angie and I's children, use it for so many things. What are you seeing when you talk to people at your shop? What are you kind of seeing in this transition that so many of these young people are kind of trending toward that?
Yeah, this really puzzles me. I could see in New York, Chicago, downtown areas where parking's expensive, that it is a great to use Uber. But I know when I was 15, not that I needed it, I went and got a hardship license because I couldn't wait to have driver license. And then when I was turned 16, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm waiting outside, to get my driver's part of my test done. But today, I see customers coming in with their children, guys and girls both, that may be 25 years, just like you said, and still don't have a license. They don't even have a desire to have a driver license on there.
Yeah.
And I find that strange.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter, who's 31, Brittany, she got her driver's license at 15. She got that hardship license. She couldn't wait to drive. And, of course, it was helpful for me because she could drive her little sister's places and help me. But she could not wait to drive. The other two got their licenses when they were 18. I think maybe it's some that we are suburban and things are close and their friends drive them every,
Yeah.
One kid gets a car, that's 4 people that can go someplace.
No, exactly. That's true. Yeah.
Mike asks, what can a person do to prolong the life of their car battery?
That's a good question.
He's a good person.
Hey,
the
Mike.
batteries today are maintenance free, so you can't
do it.
fill them with water or acid or anything like that. The main thing is just keeping the battery cables where they connect to the battery, where they build corrosion, what we call electrodes over time. Is make sure those connections are good at all times. So
use that cleaner thing on them.
Even the old trick of the Coca-Cola.
I was going to say, is that true? You can throw the Coke on there?
Yes,
I was going to ask that.
If you want to do it yourself. But the best way is to take
Does
the
Diet
cables
Dr. Pepper
off.
work just as well?
Yeah, or Pepsi. I don't drink Pepsi, so I can pour it on a battery.
Specific?
Coke, I think, has the most acid in it.
Coke has so it really doesn't. Cause
it doesn't clean.
It's never going to be Coke at my house.
And it only cleans around the outside, though. But, really get a connection, you want to take the cables loose, clean them real good, and put the cables back on and really make sure they're good and tight.
Oh, okay. So Mike, that's a good answer.
And clean your cables.
Yeah.
And I will say this, life expectancy of a battery is 3 years.
Really? Oh, that's it?
Really? That's it. That is it.
Wow.
So once that battery gets to be about 2 years old, that's when 2.5, you really need to start checking it.
Yeah. Wow, that's an eye-opener for me. I had no clue it was that short of a lifetime.
They sell 5-year batteries.
Yeah.
But it's really, the average life is 2.5 to 3 year battery.
Wow.
3 years.
I'm always like, I just bought a battery, and then I look and it was 3 years ago.
No, I
know.
Oh,
wait. You forget. It seems like one of those things that you never think about it until it's an emergency. My battery died. Now I have to get a new one.
No,
I don't
exactly.
think I've ever bought a battery before it was dead and I had to be towed there or something.
No, I don't think I have either. And, while we're on this Uber thing, I wanted to share y'all what I found out from the Uber Technologies, Inc. Website. As of 2019, Uber is estimated to have 110 million users worldwide. They are 69% of the travel market. 69%. That's huge. I mean, that's like a trending kind of thing. I mean, and what's weird is that to do so many things, you have to have a driver's license. What are these people doing that don't have driver's licenses?
Ubering.
No, I mean, like to show IDs or
they have
to.
IDs.
Right.
They can get a legal ID.
We have a lot of customers that have retired and are now driving an Uber to give them something to do in the evenings and stuff like
So
that.
we have all those 90-year-old drivers out there.
Yep.
It's kind of dangerous. So what happens when your air conditioner goes out?
You've been good
So
example.
don't be on the road at night if there's a bunch of Uber people.
You know, here in Houston, we do use our air conditioner 12 months out of the year. So that's also.
You know, I only have half of an air conditioner. My air conditioner broke, and Todd fixed it because the fan was broke.
Yeah.
The fan was broke. Well, now the compressor doesn't work, and I have this old cash car that I got after the hurricane, and technically, mechanically, it's never had anything wrong with it, but it keeps having these little things with the air conditioner, and I'm like, just not having an air, because it was just like $1,100 to fix a compressor. I go, my car isn't worth $1,100.
Air conditioners are very expensive.
Yeah, my car's not worth. Angie, that's hilarious.
It is. I go, my car's not worth like.
Air conditioners are expensive to fix, though.
Yes. Sometimes when you see me on this show and you're watching on Facebook, I look like a drowned rat. It's because I drove here in my non-air conditioned. Although I do have a Mercedes.
Yeah. So that's better with no air.
It is. I mean, it's better than a Prius with no air conditioner.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to say something regarding preventive maintenance. And preventive maintenance, again, is taking care of it or maintaining it before something happens on there. One, by doing preventive maintenance on there and keeping the records and taking it to a certified auto repair center, it keeps the value up on the vehicle.
Now, you keep records of our cars when you work on them, so you know when you fixed. And
our system will keep it up for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
So your first customer just lost their records. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Your first customer went, hey, Todd, I think I came to you on your opening day, and you fixed something. Do you know what it was?
Yeah, exactly.
And you go, man, if you asked me in June, I would.
If you still have that car, then we need to have a whole nother discussion because that's a miracle.
Well, I think my car is, 15 years old? Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm saying cars last. That's what I'm saying.
It happens.
Good
mechanics.
And also with the preventive maintenance, it keeps you from being, from a safety standpoint, keeps you from being stranded on the side of the road, waiting for help or a tow truck to come out, because you don't never know who may pull over on the side of the road.
Right.
Yeah.
Then again, inconvenience is another factor to look at. If you're on your way to a meeting or a job interview, whatever that may be, and you're stranded because your car won't start or you're on the side of the road with the hood up. And one thing, a lot of people don't know this, but when you buy a new vehicle from a manufacturer, whether Toyota, Honda, Volkswagen, Audi, anything like that, your preventive maintenance items on there, you can have that done anywhere. It does not have to go back to the dealership. It can go to any certified auto repair center and maintain those records on there, which will also keep up the maintenance, the warranty for the manufacturer as well on there.
Right.
And, I think a lot of people need to know that out there.
Yeah, no, that's really good. Okay, I want to have a question. What do you find is the thing that most people neglect when they go to your shop for something?
Fluids.
Wow, that's
fluids,
interesting.
Having the fluids change.
Yeah.
And I want to say this, what leads up to costly big repairs, giving the auto repair a bad name is how much it may cost to fix your car.
Yeah.
Right.
But by keeping the fluids, everybody does a great job on doing their oil changes, keeping the engine lubricated. But transmission fluid's what keeps the transmission lubricated. The power steering fluid keeps the power steering system also lubricated. So it all really comes back to fluids. So if you can keep the fluids changed, just like your engine oil on there, those intervals are a lot further than the engine oil, typically 30, 60, 90 outside the oil change. You will find that it'll help these high costly repairs.
So how much has a mechanic shop changed in the past 20 years? Because I know, my dad and my brother, they rebuilt this 64 and a half Mustang back in the day when he was in high school in 1979 or 80. And, they bought it. They bought the car, then they got an engine, and then they worked on it. It was kind of their thing. They would work on this car. But nowadays, I open that hood and I'm like, I don't know what any of that is. And it's all covered up.
The do-it-yourselfers, it's got to a point now that, there's, you've had to have training, the electrical involved with this, the emissions part of it that's involved with it. Not to mention there's no space anymore to get in there around the engine. They're building smaller engines with more horsepower back when, we were in the 650s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, where you had all kind of room to get around the engine. That's all gone. It's all compact inside there now.
So you just have tools and machines that go in there when you can't reach, or?
Yeah, a lot, it takes specialty tools. I have a gentleman at the shop, several of them, they've got over $100,000 invested in tools. In the shop, we also provide the different test equipment. Back used to be a big roll-around cabinet that you could hook up to a car and check them out. But now it's specific for each manufacturer. They're all in suitcases now.
Huh.
That small. And we have
and you have to have one for every car?
One for every manufacturer.
Wow.
Almost.
What if I have some weird old Japanese car I kept? Can you work on that?
We have to keep all that. We have to keep our software updated as well on there for the newer
Yeah, because
cars.
there's some people like me that like classic Mercedes 2005.
We are amazed.
Keep all those.
We still see a lot of the old hot rods and classic cars still come in. We usually keep 2 at the shop at all times.
Yeah,
Really?
that's awesome, really. Okay, well we are at the end of our show.
That was so fast. I do have to say
It was
that
fast.
My mom said hello, Todd.
Yeah.
Hi,
I said
Todd.
hello.
Says
I know.
hello, Mom.
Yeah. Todd, this was so informative. This was wonderful.
I feel like I don't check my fluids enough.
No, I'm telling you, I think
'Cause I'm
most
thinking,
people don't.
Like you said, like the oil change. You think about that. Oh, everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
When they have to have their oil change, and they
That's
look at
correct.
that sticker on
Yeah.
their window forever. Whoever invented that was brilliant. I hate them, but you look at it and you're like, oh, 3 months. Oh, whatever, 30,000 miles. You know that. But I need a sticker on my car that says you need to go get your, what was it? Differential checked or something.
Or transmission fluid.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know that.
How many miles should you go before you change your transmission
A
fluid?
rule of thumb, it's all in your booklet that's in your glove box.
Okay.
Which will be your
Who
maintenance
wants to
schedule.
read that?
Wait, that big book like that?
It's
they
not
have-
that bad, but
No,
Do they have
I
one
just,
with just pictures?
just Google it,
just
Kelly.
think of every
Just Google it.
30,000 miles, those types of fluid are
How
needing
many
to be
thousand?
changed every 30.
Or 30,000 miles.
30,000
okay.
miles.
That's
So
a little
that's not-
easier to. That's
Yeah.
not bad. It's
In
just
between
doing
that's
it.
just really oil changes, tire rotations, and maybe an air filter
Yeah.
or wiper blades during that time. But typically around 30, 60, 90 on,
Okay.
that it's something else is usually
Yeah.
going to be needed.
Yeah.
But that's a good rule of thumb.
Very good. Well,
so much
if
more
you
knowledge.
have any questions or have a car question for Todd, or if you are not sure what needs to be done, you have an issue with your car, you're hearing a funny sound or something, go see Todd McIntosh at Space Center Automotive. Todd, where are you located?
We're at 16439 Moon Rock, which is located behind the Sonic Drive-In and Ace Hardware, across the street from the Clear Lake High School and Tommy's Steak and Seafood.
Yeah. And what are your hours?
Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., and we're closed Saturday and Sunday for family time.
Good for you. I love that.
I love that.
Seriously.
I wanted to say too, I think it's a great thing to teach your children how to check their own oil. When my kids learned how to drive, we taught them how to change their tires. And so, I mean, you might still get stuck on the side of the road or whatever, but if you have those basic skills, where that little place is to put the
we welcome that.
thing.
If you have somebody in your household or somebody that would love to learn it, tell them to come on. And we do a lot with Boy Scout, the Boy Girl Scouts.
Oh,
and
it's
different
wonderful.
Organizations for the schools.
Yeah.
Where they'll come in, we'll set it up on Saturday and Sunday, and we'll show them how to change a tire if they ever have a flat, how to check their fluid levels. We like to educate people.
I love that because
that's fantastic.
And it was invaluable for my kids to learn that before they started driving.
Yeah.
Because they get scared. My daughter went away to college and had a flat tire, and she knew how to change it. So she wasn't stuck. You mentioned there's good Samaritans that come on the side of the road and help you, but everybody's not. So if you can do that by yourself and get on the road
safely,
and not be stuck there.
Exactly. Well, I need a refresher course, so I may be calling you.
Right.
And we welcome that. Like
Can we
I
do
said,
a riding
please
the
call
wave?
us. We welcome that. And we can even do that during the week. It doesn't have to be a weekend.
Okay.
And one of the things, too, we have what we call a tire wall in the showroom. And there's a lot to know about tires. And when you go to purchase tires, what's a good tire, what's an okay tire, what's a great tire.
Oh.
And we would love to take you through that and show it to you. It doesn't take long at all.
That is interesting. That is really good information people need to have.
Yes.
Well, I that's what I was saying earlier is that he'll come out and talk to you and explain everything. Like I had some tires that looked so good. I have the little dime test, and you put that in there, and if the face shows or whatever, it's supposed to be good, or the face doesn't show. And so I had done that, but you said when you put the car up in the air, that metal was showing, and you're like, so a place I couldn't see, and then he'll show it to you, so that you know that you're,
Yeah, they're not just trying to tell you something.
Truth, right?
Exactly.
Oh, we just need to put tires on.
Yeah.
But that was so informative to me because I was like, wait, I kept thinking they look great. They look great. You know?
It's amazing. I'm telling you. Todd, if
Okay.
there's one thing that you want people to know about their cars or about Space Center Automotive, can you tell us real quickly?
I'd like to have another time we're on the show with both of you.
Yeah.
And we need to talk about flood cars and the rain that we get here. That would be a great topic to talk about and what to do.
Absolutely.
In a situation like that.
How to see
that's
if
probably
there's
something I've been seeing the most over the last couple of years with just heavy rains as well as hurricanes.
Yeah.
That everybody needs to know about. I'm fixing to do for NASA next Friday on Halloween for 500 of their employees and a safety.
Wow.
And we're going to talk about that. That was a good topic that they wanted to learn about. And that's something in the future I'd love to do.
Oh, we'd love to have you back on about that. That's amazing.
Well, and let me ask you, we have to go, but let me ask you real quick. If I want to buy a car, can I bring it to you to kind of check over and make sure that it's a good car? Is that something you provide?
Highly, highly recommend that, especially if it's a used car. If you're buying it from somebody outside of a good, close friend, please, we do a used car inspection. And
wonderful.
There is a lot of cars out on the road and in our market area that are flood cars. And that's the last type of car you want to buy because it's an electrical nightmare.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and you get us little 5'2" girls going in there and dealerships and maybe we're looking for a used car. I mean, I like those 2005s. And you sometimes feel like they're trying to take advantage of you and that you won't know or you won't know to check. And I don't know what to check.
No,
but
exactly.
I do know I won't buy a car until I take it to Todd to have examined because I know that you'll say, don't buy that.
There's some things, too, that we can show you to look for.
Yeah.
Okay.
But once you find the car that you're really interested, before you do that last part of buying it, please bring it to us or have somebody that you trust or a great shop to check it out and before doing that, because once you bought it, that can get very expensive or you may have to buy another car.
Yeah.
Get stuck with it.
Todd, thank you so much for being here. This was really informational and awesome to have you here.
Much. I was glad to be here.
Yeah,
well,
thanks
for being on Riding the Wave
with Angie and Kelly.
We're here every Monday, supposedly from 3 to 4, but we talk too long sometimes. But we like to have you on, and it is one song you'll miss. So Kelly will sing for you.
That's right, exactly.
We'll try and make that up to you.
So
come see us next week.
Yeah.
On our Facebook page, Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly, or join us
on KHEA Radio 99.5 FM every Monday.
Check us out on the app.
That's
if you
right.
don't live in the Galveston County area, everybody can listen to us. I know that my faithful family, they're so fabulous, listen in all the different states, and I love to see that. So KHEA Radio is on the app, and you can do it anywhere. So,
that's right.
Thanks so much. We'll see you next week. We'll talk to you next week if you're out on the radio.
Absolutely. Have a blessed day.
Bye.